Hey guys, welcome to our Saturday Night Live on Jami Ray Vintage. If you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe. We go live every Saturday night at 8:30 Mountain Time with our thrift store haul. We show you what we picked for the week. We tell you what we paid, what we'll sell it for, and usually what we're going to do to it to make some money.
And sometimes we paint some things.
And when we're down at
we got some paint out tonight.
Yeah,
so
we're prepared for the paint situation today.
Things are settling in. You know, the shop's been open a full 4 days now and going well. So there's that.
Lots of people came in this week. All 4 of our employees did awesome. So hopefully the lighting's okay. We didn't bring our extra filming lighting. We probably should do that.
There's just always some weird shadows from my hat.
Situations.
I could just, I go around like 90% of the day without my hat on.
No, when you're working.
I wear it on videos. And it does catch a lot of sweat when I'm like at the house.
And it protects your head when you nick it.
But I do it on videos because it gets shiny and it's distracting.
So shiny, all right.
Like
well, now that they've all seen that.
It's like an emergency signal for planes.
Stop. All right, we had a lot of fun picking this week. We sold so much stuff at the shop. And also when we got the shop all done, I was like, I don't really have as much stuff as I thought I did. So I've been picking all week. And we've actually picked this week, sold and put it in the shop and sold it. So some stuff you're not even seeing because I needed to refill the shop and things just sold before I could even get them here. So we shopped a lot today, so we would have good fun stuff to show you.
All right, let's get this thrift store haul slash. Some stuff's from the yard sale, isn't it?
Yes, there are some yard sale items here.
All right, so I'm guessing this is hobnail.
Hobnob? Is it hobnail?
No, it's hobnob.
It's Fenton. It's Fenton glass, isn't it?
I don't know. Where would it say that?
I don't know. That's what it looks like. I use them when I find them like this as bowls. Even though it doesn't have a bottom in it, right? You could totally put fruit in this.
Yeah.
Or a plant.
Fake fruit.
You can put real fruit.
Maybe, but it might not make it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's on the counter, it's not going to fall out of that little tiny ruffle.
So this is $4. Once you put an arrangement of whatever you're going to do in here, how much would you sell it for?
Well, just the way it is, I would probably price the arrangement separately. This I'd sell for $19.95. That's what I sold my last one for. And maybe I will put an arrangement, and maybe I'll just put it on a shelf because it's really pretty.
One of these nights we should play a game where I guess how much you would sell this for, and you write it down over there before I guess, and we'll see how close I am.
Oh, well, I think. Oh, look at that. Monica Castellan, Super Chat, $9.99.
Super Chat.
Thank you, Monica.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate that. Frida says it's a lampshade, and Kai says, Jami, the shop looks amazing. If I lived close to you, I'd help you out for free. You two are great. Thank you. It's been a lot of fun. We can play that game tonight, but I don't have
anything to write with.
Okay,
we'll be better prepared
we'll
next
play
week.
that game next week's video.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can play that in next week's video. It won't be live because we've got your sister's wedding.
You guys can play along.
It'll be a premiere, and we'll be on the live comments next week.
My sister's getting married next weekend. She's getting married at 8 in the morning, and then her reception isn't until 6 at night. I'm not salty about that at all.
I want to work for free for you.
I love you, Maddie. Love you. All right, next item, $2 frame. It's got some fun colors going on.
It'll get repainted. But will you go grab that white frame that's over there that I put that old picture in? I kind of want to show them that.
Did you already get that this week? All right, I'll be right back. Tell them about what we're going to do and price that.
So, painted, this will be $12.95. But what I do is I go on Google and I find images that are old black and white images, and I print them out and I put old pictures in them. So even though this frame's not old, you get a cool old picture. This frame I picked up for, I think, $4 this week, but I did not paint it. It was already that color. And I just put that cool old picture in there, and I feel like it makes it look awesome. So if you guys are selling, just take the little extra effort, print out some pictures, so instead of just having no frame, you've got a cute picture in there. Oh, super chat, $19.99 from Sally Vaughn's Wall. Thank you, Sally.
Thanks, Sally.
Whoop,
Hey,
whoop.
so is this the new color?
No, I didn't paint that frame. That frame you have there was
it really looks close to tarnished pearl.
It looks like tarnished pearl, the new DIY paint color, but it was already beautiful, so I just left it as is and just put that fun black and white in there. So that's what I'm going to do with this one because it has this little hooky-doo, so it'll sit perfectly on the shelves that we have in the shop. It's been kind of fun because we have permanent shelves in the shop, so we can fit a ton of smalls, which is awesome because we have been selling a ton of stuff out of here. So
You know what I'm excited about? We don't have to wake up and this is all in the kitchen in the
I
morning.
know, that's why we're now filming live from the shop, because then it's where it's going to be, because I have a studio in the back where I do all my painting, and my workers, when there's nobody in the shop, which we do have downtime, they go in the back and they paint for me. So it's really helping keeping things going. It's been fun. Plus, I get to teach them how to paint so they learn a fun skill.
I'm guessing this was a yard sale find because there's no price tag on it.
That was a yard sale find. It was $2.
Looks like it needs a little bit of glue.
Needs a little glue, but it's got, it's embossed kind of wood here, so it kind of looks like those tins that I love.
Here, I'll bring it close.
It's really pretty. Okay, the middle pot is not centered. Oh. There you go. Is that better, Sarah Dwayne?
Someone probably picked it up and looked at it at some point.
It's probably still not centered.
So how much will you sell this for, and what are you going to do with it?
Just painted, I'll probably sell it for about $14, and I'll just paint it like white and wet distress it.
Okay.
What is Super Chat about? So when people watch our videos and they just want to tell us, hey, thanks for putting this video on, you can do a Super Chat and it just sends us money. Kind of like, I don't know, buying a ticket to a movie, something like that. So, all right. Let's see.
$4 tin.
Sorry, I'm reading comments. I got distracted. Yes. So $4. I painted a couple of them skeleton key a while back, and they sold immediately. So painted up, these will be, I think I asked like $14.95 for them, and it was $4, and they're real simple to paint. They just take a minute.
I like finding these because they already have the keyhole hangers on them.
Yeah, so you can. It's like a YouTube tip. That's what it is. You know, you tip your pizza man, you tip your nail lady. Super Chat's like a tip. Caitlin said that.
All right, this tray, you know, this was this on the cart? No, this is a
No, that was a yard sale find, and it was $1.
It was $1 for,
and
it's got like a lot of fun. Once we paint this and distress it back, it's gonna have like a lot of really fun detail, because that's all inset. It's not just like a design. It's all pressed.
Kay says, just received your stencils, can't wait to try them out. And then, hold on, somebody else said they just got their stencils. Oh, Jan Policy said, I just received my first stencil order. I love it. Stenciled late into the night last night. If you guys don't know, we have JRB stencils. Maybe we'll bust some out tonight. We'll see if we have time. But you can pick them up at JamiRateVintage.com, or you can use our retailer map, and we have over 40 retailers across the US and Canada. So.
I'll make sure to put that link. It'll be after the video, so don't look for it for like an hour. But yeah. It'll be in the video there at the bottom in the description, so that you can find those retailers and just go peruse through them all and look and see how big they actually are. It's fun.
Amy, Christmas stencils should be out really soon. I'm gonna get in touch with my manufacturer on Monday, and we'll let you guys know. If you want to know when they first come out, make sure you guys are subscribed to our email newsletter. So if you go to JamiRateVintage.com, subscribe to that email newsletter, and we'll let you know as soon as they come out. All right, look.
$2 duck.
Here comes the duck.
She came with a name tag. My name is
Hazel.
Hazel.
We're not painting her because she's cute. Her name is Hazel, isn't it?
Yeah, we might get rid of the bow. I don't know.
Buffalo check bow is too country. We're a little more like farmhouse, less country. So I'm gonna take the bow off, but I'm definitely leaving the tag that says my name is Hazel, because that's about the cutest.
And she just needs wash. She's got like some weird, like she's been in the kitchen area.
What is the reason for another shop? So this shop is the same shop that we've always sold at in Lehigh, except for now we actually own, well, we have the lease on the shop, and we own the shop
The whole
itself.
building is ours.
Yeah, we used to rent space from the shop owner, and now we are the shop owners.
Yep.
So, all right, this one's cute. I wish that the actual weather vane was complete, but it's missing.
So Jamie was super excited about it, and she's like, we'll just leave this on there. I'm like, but it's missing the east.
Yeah, so we're just going to take that off.
It has north to south, west, no east. So I'm going to get rid of that whole thing. I'll cut that off probably later down the road before we display it.
Can we just take it off? Or do you
no,
need little
it's
snippers?
Yeah, it needs to
They're in the back.
Wait.
I think it would just pop off.
Well, it's going to be more than a pop, but it can probably get bent off. There we go. Oh, no.
Sarah Gwen said, homemade chalk paint with a wax finish, ruined wood stickers. Do I need to strip before I repaint with DIY? You need to at least remove the wax if it's fresh with mineral spirits. If it's not fresh, just sand it smooth, and then you can go ahead and paint with DIY. Just want to make sure that wax is off of there, and that your surface is nice and like smooth, so that way it has something to adhere.
So this guy was $2. I feel like it's okay without the The
It's
north,
got a little
south, east,
drawer.
west.
Can
Yep.
you show them that? I think $9.95 painted, and it
Okay.
won't take very long.
Well, this is almost something we could spray. Just
Yeah, sometimes, so what we do with our girls that work in the shop is we'll like just set up all the things that need to be painted and they'll just paint them intermittently throughout the day. Or sometimes I just set everything up outside that needs to be painted and I spray it with a spray gun. But now we actually have a spray booth in the basement, although I didn't see that all set up, so we need to make sure that's ready for next week.
it's all you gotta do is plug the compressor in.
Oh, I didn't see the compressor.
Yeah, it was in there.
Is it
It was
hiding?
in the room,
Oh,
right in
okay.
the middle.
We actually have a spray booth in the basement here of the shop, which is awesome.
All right, so we got some false draft oak. I don't know, what would you call this?
I don't know, they're like fall acorn inspired. It started with the butter dish because we had two ladies come in this week that really wanted butter dishes. We didn't have any. So I found the butter dish. It was $2. It's got a little acorn on the top and it's cream. But then I also found these little pictures that match it. So I'm gonna put all three together because sometimes when you can find things that are similar, they'll buy them all. It's Faltzgraf, I think, is the maker.
Yeah.
And they're not like vintage or anything, but I don't think that Royal Oak is the pattern. So I'll look that up and see how old that is or if it's still being printed. Angela says I need a butter dish. Everybody has to have a butter dish. Our butter dish is just plain white and we thrifted it and I love it.
So this one was $2. This one was $1.50. The butter dish was $2. The whole set, are we gonna sell them as a set or individually?
No, individually.
So probably sell them for what, like $6, $7 on this?
Yeah, we're not gonna do anything to them, so just clean them and go. And we
Yeah.
actually have a dishwasher here, so we can just load up the dishwasher and then with all the things that need to be dishwashed, run it before we leave tonight. Will we still be painting during our lives? Yes, as soon as we show you all of the awesomeness, we will be painting. We did not paint last Saturday because we were exhausted. This week we are less exhausted.
I don't know that really anything's changed as far as that goes, but we have more time.
So Brianna says, I have that dish pattern. I got it as a wedding gift in 1997.
Oh,
so
cool.
it is a little bit, not that 1997 is old because, you know, I was in high school then, so it's not that long ago. Right?
Yeah,
Right?
sure. All right,
But
we're gonna
it
start
is-
showing you some bigger stuff.
All right, so this is a little round table. We haven't sold a lot of big furniture, but we've been selling like small furniture pieces and small decor, so that's kind of what we picked.
So this was $10. It's got a little snafu on the foot, had a little accident. You can see that foot there is broken off. So I'm gonna cut the rest of them off and make it match, and I'll take the sander and sand that down smooth and make them look like it's always been like that. And then we'll repaint. We'll probably use some dark and decrepit over the raw edge to make it match the stain of the wood a little closer, and then paint it.
It's really pretty toll painted on the top, but the colors aren't my jam, so.
Yeah, maybe if it was white underneath that.
Yeah. So that's gotta go. Let's see. Ampersand Unique Gift says she got her Lehigh shirt today. Woo woo! In case you guys didn't know, we have logo wear. We sell at the shop, and then we also sell online. So that's awesome. Brianna says, I know I'm old. You're not old. We're not old. You haven't been married too long. I haven't been out of high school that long. All right, let's see. So this is kind of exciting. Pam said that Replacements Limited has that butter dish for $109.
Whoa.
That's a lot of money. We probably won't ask $109 here at the shop because we probably won't get it, but that's good to know.
Maybe 9 or 10 at the most, max.
Maybe we need to like put somebody in charge of eBay listings. Start listing stuff on eBay.
We should probably get on top of shipping before we worry about that.
Yeah, right.
Like
I don't look
shipping
as
stuff
tired
out.
today. You know why? Because right before the live, I redid my entire face situation.
So this pumpkin is a little brown for us.
It's a little brown.
It's a little brownish and I don't want to say drab, but not vibrant enough. So it was, where's the price tag? I saw it on here. Did it fall off?
$1.
Yeah, it was like $1. I don't see the price tag anymore. It must have fallen off in transit. But we'll probably sell it for about $8, somewhere in there, 7, 8.
And we're starting to incorporate fall. If next year we'll incorporate fall earlier in the shop, but because we just barely got the shop, I didn't have time to do it when I set up. But I'm starting to put fall foliage, fall signs, pumpkins, bring them in. And the nice thing about doing seasonal stuff, if people come in and they don't necessarily need new stuff for their home decor, a lot of times they'll spring on something seasonal because they're starting to decorate for that. And that's something that's constantly changing. So after fall, then they'll start buying Christmas stuff and whatnot.
So this little tin was $1.50. It's nice and clean inside. Needs a little bit of scrubbing on the outside, and we're thinking do a little stamp, an IOD stamp or something right in here.
Yeah, that would be cute.
On that, and give it a little more excitement on that. Leave it white, but we'll leave the label area black.
Yeah, and redone. It'll be about $9.95 here in our shop.
And then we always need string for tagging things. And I thought these just look kind of cool, like sitting next to this on that little table over there.
They did, but we're gonna use it for tags because I was at the store and I was like, we have like maybe a yard or 2 yards left of tagging string. So I'm like, now we're set for days. And it was only $1.50 each, so I thought the price was good.
All right, and Jami picked up this bottle for $2.
Which is a lot for our old root beer bottle, and it's not even that old, but...
Are we gonna get rid of the label?
Yeah, the label's gonna go, but the brown glass sells really well. The amber glass
is good. We've got a big jug over here that's not from this thrift haul, but...
But I like to have a little display, and I'm gonna do a bunch of amber glass. So how much is this jug? Hold on, let me see. The jug is $16.95, so this would probably be like $7.95, and I'm gonna pair it together, and I have a few other amber jars at home, and people do love to buy them, so anytime I can get amber jars that are like a fun shape, I pick them up. Let's see.
All right, and this little table, we had a really cool table, but it was marked $60, and then on the top it was marked $15. And the guy that was kind of in charge of all the cashiers and stuff was like, nope, that one's actually $60. Someone must have swapped the tag.
Even though we liked it, I was like, you know what? I'm probably going to sell it for $60. So we just said, okay, well, you can have it back. And we gave it to him.
So this table here was $7. And just got the fun kind of curved legs and the turned stand here. And we'll probably paint it up. And I don't know.
Small table sell for about $25-ish, $22 to $25.
I was going to say 23, so I was right there.
Yeah, and well, this one's probably more like 22, and then the other one is probably more like 29.
Yeah, it's a little bigger. I
had a little white table that sold today with 4 legs, but about that amount of size, and it was 29. So 22 for this one and 29 for the other one.
So this one's a little smaller. It'd go good next to like a small chair, and that one would be better next to like a sofa or even like next to a bed. And
they always sell really well. They usually don't last very long here. Rihanna says amber glass is big right now here in Southern California. Yeah, it's big year round, but especially in the fall, people love to decorate it with it. Look at that big pot. It's like a witch's cauldron.
It is like a witch's cauldron. We should
paint it black.
Yeah, maybe.
But I feel like it won't like...
People are starting to decorate and get their Halloween stuff
I feel like black is heavy. I was going to paint it light, but maybe, I don't know.
Maybe do it gray.
No, if we're going to go dark, you're going black or like apothecary.
It's got a lot of really cool pressed tin design on it. How much was this? It's got a $3 sticker on it. Was it really $3? It was
$3. I got it at a yard sale.
What are you going to do with it? Are you just going to clean it up?
Did I get it at the yard sale?
Yeah, this is the yard sale.
I picked it up at the yard sale. What am I going to do with it? I'm going to paint it.
Well, but we're not going to put anything in it?
No. I mean, if I could find like a big leaf tree, I'd put it in there, but it depends on what I can find.
I don't remember this at the thrift store. Was it from the thrift store?
Because I picked it with your mother.
Oh,
it was
you got this with my mom.
It's just a little key holder. I'm not going to do anything to it except for take it off that package.
You're not even going to paint it? I think it'd be good white and wet distressed back.
Okay, I'll paint it.
Take you 2 seconds to paint
Angelina says paint the planner tonight. So, if we're going to paint the planner tonight, do we paint it black, like a witch's cauldron, or do I paint it apothecary because then the details will pop? So you guys comment and let us know what you want us to do.
I almost think it would look really good
said
white.
Paint it aviary. I don't think, because if you put greenery in it and then you've got greenery in it and then green, it's too much green.
All right, I'm going to show you the elephant in the room over here that you may have seen in the thumbnail.
Is that a huge clock beside me, you ask? I wonder why you asked that. I'm going to put a video later on Instagram and you can watch Zeb pushing this thing through the thrift store. It's pretty hilarious. I did a slow-mo video of him.
So this is a little more than we would normally spend on a piece of furniture from a thrift store, but we think we can get our return on it pretty easily. It was $75 and we're thinking painted up, it'll be about $2.95. Now I don't have anything against China, but I feel like we might use our stencil.
No, I'm not taking that off.
It just has little screws.
It's fine. I like that.
We've done it before.
I don't want to.
All right, we'll leave that then.
Unless you get paint all over
Well,
it, George.
it's not, well, I might get paint on it on accident like I did last time. It looked a lot better when we stenciled it.
No, I like it.
All right, she likes it.
I know you don't like me to argue with you on camera, but I do like it.
I don't care. We're allowed to disagree. That's how stuff gets done.
Are we though? Let's see. Apothecary, black, white. It's like, it says verdigris, deep dark green, and apothecary. Painted one of your new colors.
While we're flying around, and I'm close here, we have this step stool that was at the thrift store. It's not old.
The cutest.
It's a Werner step stool, but it will soon become non-stickered and painted and be pretty cool.
Okay, so I'll paint that if you will.
You're gonna paint the step stool?
Yeah, well, you're finished. We still have more
I
stuff
don't know
to
if
show
you're
them.
gonna be able to get this sticker off
I
right
was
away.
gonna go get the razor blade.
You're gonna also shave wood off if you do it with the razor blade.
Oh, well, how are you gonna get the stickers off?
I was gonna soak them.
Oh, okay, maybe I won't paint that then. All right, so I'm gonna go with my gut, and I'm gonna paint that pot black.
Okay.
I feel like it's a big, fun witch's cauldron.
Oh, we still have more stuff.
Yeah, we saw. Well, I gotta get started painting.
This is fun.
Yeah,
Tell them
Joy
about
brought-
this real quick.
Joy brought us this before we opened. She's local here to Utah, and she found that actually at the DI in West Jordan and was gonna give it to somebody as a gag gift. And then she started watching us and was like, "Nope, I'm giving it to Zeb and Jami." So I'm trying to find a spot.
It actually looks really cool with our Jami Ray vintage sign that we have framed, so we're trying to think about how to put that together.
Yeah, so that would be like Jami Ray Vintage Lehigh because it's a Lehigh store. Where did those paintbrushes go?
I don't know, I never saw them.
I brought them all.
You
in
thought you
the
were ready, but we weren't. All right, we have
All right, I'm gonna go look for paintbrushes.
some sewing paraphernalia here.
Fine.
This is mostly because Jami likes things with small drawers and shelves, which we have another item that also fits that criteria. And this was $10, but check this out. I'm trying to not knock all the paint over here that we've got out. Hang on. All right, it opens up. It's a little stand. Let me adjust the camera so you can see it a little better. And it's for holding all of this yarn and string and other tools that you might need for sewing. And it's got a little handle on it, so you just close it up, latch it, and you can just carry it wherever. And it's narrow enough, it'll fit beside like a bed or something.
So I'm probably going to paint it on the outside, not the inside, so that's got a contrast. And then I'm going to only keep the wooden spools.
Yeah, it's got a ton of these wooden spools in here, which are pretty cool.
Yeah,
and not easy to find because they don't make them really anymore.
Yeah, they don't. So I'll keep the new thread and I'll just put that in my sewing box and then just display it with just the old spools.
So if you're a sewer, come on in. This will be ready next week.
It's like you could take it to craft night.
Yeah, it's like a sewing
I
briefcase.
almost didn't buy it, but I was like, I gotta get this. I don't know.
All right, there she goes. Little black dress.
Yeah. Originally $59.95. There's a tag on the bottom. In our shop, this is probably going to be about $25 to $28. Depends on how cool it is.
All right, there's a vanity down here that someone has already painted, but it needs some new life. This paint job's pretty dingy.
Sad. I think they use latex because it's like got gummy and
it might need some repair too. It's got, this veneer is all peeling up. I don't know if I can get that to flatten. I might have to soak that to get it soft enough to move. It's pretty stiff in its bowed position there. But didn't have any knobs over here. Might have them inside. We haven't fully investigated it yet.
We're gonna make it into 2 nightstands.
Yeah, we're gonna probably zip this side out because it didn't have the mirror. Someone's made this backer piece like you guys have seen me do on a few videos. And it used to have a big mirror, no longer has the mirror, so it's more of like a bench size now.
Did somebody make that or is that original?
No, someone's made that piece up top. You can see right here where it's routed. And they were off the line just a little bit. But that'll be a couple of really cool nightstands when we're all done. If you can picture it with just this part and that part and the middle gone and the back gone. Hopefully it'll be okay. It's got some damage to the veneer over here, so a bit of work, but how much did you pay for this at the yard sale?
$20, and the nightstands will be at least $225.
Yeah, so
That's
it'll
how
be
much
worth
it's
the
worth.
work because they're hard to find, and especially in usable condition. A lot of times the veneer is just so far gone, you almost have to completely rebuild them. And I only have to really kind of mess with that one piece over there.
Is that copper I'm painting? No. If it
No,
was copper, I'd take it to the recycle. That'd be a lot of copper. No, it's just a metal
It's
pot
tin.
that I picked up. It's tin. And funny thing, we're at the yard sale, my daughter's in the car, and she like, I think that's so-and-so's mom, and sure enough, it's one of her cheer friends. It was their mom. She's in our carpool, and she reminded me that next week's my week to carpool.
all right, I'm gonna slide this vanity out of the way.
I had never met her. I had just talked to her via text. for
Okay,
carpool.
we're gonna look at the floor for half a second while I move this piece over.
Well, they said the black paint looks good. Thank you. I'm happy. Halloween is coming, and I know people are always looking for big black witches pots, so I think this will do well. And black goes with my decor, so even after Halloween. This one's fun. I found it. I take credit.
Yeah, this was sitting over there. He was like, what's that? What is that? I thought it was 4 separate pieces, but it's hinged. And check this out.
It was $20. We'll sell it for probably about $100.
You can leave it wide like that, which almost looks like mail sorter, which is really cool. Or you could make it double-sided. So this will be a fun piece. We will definitely spray this with the spray gun because all those cubbies would be a nightmare to paint. Not something you couldn't achieve with a brush, but
Much
man,
faster
it'll
than
be
spray
so
gun.
it'll take me 10 minutes to spray this with a spray gun.
Anytime something has cubbies, I'm like, that's pretty much an indicating factor whether I'm going to spray or brush it.
So I was 20, paint it up. What are you gonna ask for that?
I think I got paint on the floor.
That's all right. It'll wipe
Oh,
up
I
easy.
said 100. So
100.
$99.95 actually. Everything in my shop ends in a 95, so it's $99.95.
What do you have,
Because
me?
it's super cool.
Oh, I don't think I showed them this.
And I've never seen anything like that. Yeah, we've been collecting those. I want to use them for
We
Christmas.
have about 5 now. This was $1.
I have
They're
no
usually
idea what I'm
right
gonna
around
do with
$1, $1.50.
Yeah, this is a smaller one, but I kind of want to do like a hanging display for Christmas with a bunch of gold horns. So I've been collecting them at the thrift store.
Are we gonna get set up with like a big old Christmas tree all decorated out with ornaments
You
in
know
here?
I am. Well, maybe not big, but I do have a Christmas tree in the closet from my space.
Yeah.
And then I'll do fun ornaments.
All right, I'm gonna paint this pumpkin.
Okay, you can paint the pumpkin.
I'm gonna
Paint
paint
an
it.
aviary.
I am. You read my mind.
I know. It's because we've been together for 20 years. In November, we will have been a couple for 20 years. We've been married for
Wow.
18, but we've been together for 20. All right, my pot is looking hot. All right, let's see what questions
This
we
is the
got.
Paint Pixie Joy. We've been using it a lot lately and been getting asked a lot about it lately. So it's very small. Let me show you. This
So
is the
just-
number 12 next to the Joy. You
It's
can-
good for smaller things.
You can see the size difference there.
Like little smalls. Josephine says, is it easy to use a spray gun? We've never used one yet. Yeah, it's not hard at all. Just check out our spray gun videos. If you are a channel member,
Oh, some
this
stuff coming
Tuesday
up.
we will be live at 10:30 in the morning Mountain Time, and we are going to be sharing all the behind the scenes ins and outs of opening our shop. That was some of the things that people have been asking us about. It's also this month's book chapter
Yep.
available to channel members, so we're super excited about that. We actually had a really slow day on Friday, and so we did a few things that actually got people through the door, so we wanted to share that with the channel members. So that's going to happen Tuesday at 10:30, so
A
be
few
watching
tips
for
and
that.
tricks we've already discovered early on.
Yeah, for sure, so we're super excited.
Can you guys even see what I'm painting back here? This is blocking it.
All right, let's see. Love that cubby thing. We love your videos, Rick says. Glad to see the progress you're doing on the house. Yeah, it's super fun.
Oh, the house is really coming along. We're at kind of a little bit of a standstill, so a little bit of house update. We were working with the architect, and he came in and looked in, and some of the stuff. And I had gotten some pointers and tips from a friend of mine that is a structural engineer, but he doesn't live in the state of Utah. Where he lives is a little bit warmer and doesn't ever get snow. And our architect was a little concerned about some of the changes we had done to the inside of the house and snow load. So we had a structural engineer come in because we want it to be safe. And if we ever sell the home, I want it to be right because I don't want anyone else to have any issues. So
he said we did a good job with everything that we did.
Yeah, the structural engineer was like, you guys did some great things, but we need to do a couple extra things. So I'm waiting on that. He's getting me I've already got preliminary plans, so we'll be working on that. And we'll go over that and tell you guys all about that and what we're doing. It's not going to be super exciting stuff. It's like screwing the top plate into the brick 12 inches, stuff like that. Things are going to be happening like that. So we'll be working on some of that stuff. And hopefully that only takes a couple of days to get that all buttoned up, and we'll be back to doing kitchen stuff, because now that the bathroom's done and we've got a place to go with the bathroom, that was the main priority. I'm going to be working on electrical and getting the kitchen in, which the kitchen is going to be amazing, guys. Jamie's got some really fun stuff planned, and we're doing a huge custom kitchen island. So if you've ever wanted to build yourself a custom kitchen island, stay tuned and watch those videos.
So Zeb is painting an aviary. That's the new DIY paint color that I picked out. It's a perfect farmhouse green. It's like a sage, but it's like a darker sage. So if you want a lighter one, you could just add some white to it and you'd be good to go. You know what the problem with this big pot is? I don't have anywhere to put it.
And you can't set it down.
I can't set it down. And it's kind of taking up my whole life here.
Do we have another tarp we can grab that you could bring out?
No.
So I'm gonna flip this on its lid. This is actually pretty slick. It's like a porcelain, glazed porcelain on this pumpkin, and this DIY paint is sticking to it really well. A couple of coats and we'll probably wax it, and maybe a little distress. We'll pull some of that brown back through, and it'll look real good.
It'll look real good. You know what the problem is? The kitchen island was bigger. We're gonna need
the kitchen island. We're gonna need a bigger table situation for these live videos.
We need like a folding table that's easy to get in and out.
Oh, there's one downstairs, but it's really big. It's in the basement.
All right, let's see. Karen says, love your finds today. Very fun sewing caddy. All right.
Yeah, the caddy's cool. It's going to be really good painted, I think.
Yeah. When you're done with that, when you want to go see if we can grab another drop cloth, I bet you there's one in the studio that we can grab. You know what you can do? You could also show them the bench that I painted today.
Oh yeah, I'll run over and show them that. How much did you pay for that?
I paid $50 for the bench. It's a headboard, footboard bench, very well made, lined with cedar that didn't need any Zeb repairs, which was great because Zeb was busy. And I found it like 2 blocks away, and I literally brought it to the front of the shop today and painted it out front. So that way, when people would drive by, they would we're on a very busy street, they would like turn to see what I was doing, and it helped bring people in the shop.
All right, here is that bench.
It's already painted, so you'll have to imagine it like it's one of those French provincials, so it was like cream with gold.
And you painted this with Farm Fresh?
Yeah, it's painted with Farm Fresh.
And white wax looks like.
Wax. And I put some fun fall pillows on it out front, and you can show them it opens. It's $195 is how much I'm selling it for. Oh, welcome Sherry 1674, our newest channel member. Thank you, Sherry.
Sweet, she's getting ready for that Tuesday video.
Yeah.
So cedar lined inside, pretty good storage in there. But fun little bench, holds 3 pillows well. You know, we have a lot of people that do like picture studios and things. They will pick these up and use them for props from us.
Oh, for sure, and it's really sturdy. And you can show them those 2 Farm Fresh candlesticks. I picked those this week.
Sorry, I'm probably shaking you guys around like crazy.
Yeah, I picked those candlesticks this week, and I had Alex painted them, Paris distressed them, and then I clear waxed them. They all kind of just worked in a tag team. So those were like $4 a piece, and they sell for $18.95 here. So it really is listed at $109, and there are 2 gravy boats listed. Both are pretty rich. I guess I'll have to maybe for $100 I'll check out me some eBay. I'm not afraid to list on eBay.
Let's see, I got I got aviary.
Oh, thanks Dina. She gave us super chat.
Oh, super chat. Thank you.
YouTube tip there. Thank you.
Should we paint more things in aviary, or should
another new member, Rebecca Hobbs. Sweet. Thanks,
Hi,
Rebecca. We'll see you on our Tuesday members only live.
Make sure you're checking out community, because there are member only community posts, and that's how we share out all these links with you. You can access that on your computer or tablet. I don't think it's available on iPads. It's not on iPads, so you'll have to use your phone if you're using a mobile device. You can get it on your iPhone.
And this month's printable is a fall inspired printable and it's super cute. We haven't shared it with you guys yet, but we will probably do something with that in the next week on one of our videos. So we're excited. All right, oh, Diana says, well, she was all excited for Rebecca Hobbs. All right, let's see. Hey guys, why do you need to bleach the drop cloth and how much bleach? A couple cups of bleach, usually I just pour it on there and it makes it lighter and lighter in color and softer. It kind of breaks down the drop cloth. I also use fabric softener when I use them, but you don't have to. They're just really crusty and hard.
So you've got White Swan. Do we have any tarnished pearl open?
Yeah, if you go back in the office, I think by the microwave.
Oh, so it's hiding out over
Is
there?
it still over there? We can show you guys the new white, which is like an off-white cream color called Tarnished Pearl. It's more brown than crinoline. Crinoline is a cream that pulls yellow, and Tarnished Pearl is a cream that pulls on the brown side. Let's see, what can we do with the printable? So with the printables in the past, we have blown them up. We frame them out. We Mod Podge them. Sometimes people like to blow them up and stick them on dressers. We usually just frame them and sell them in the shop. We'll get like a thrift store, we'll print out an 8x10 of the printable and then frame it up. And they're usually themed with what's going on. Like we had a back to school one, and then the September one is fall, and we'll probably do one more fall one, then we'll start doing some Christmas printables. They're always fun. See, do you find yourself sanding after using 2 or 3 coats of DIY paint? I only sand when I'm distressing. Some people sand to smooth it out. There is white paint on my black cauldron. All right.
Oh, I never went and found another part.
What did you, Zeb's in the back, he's lost. I would love the sewing cabinet. Do you ship? That is something larger than we can ship because it would have to have a box built for it. We are hoping to start shipping stuff from the shop here in a few weeks. We'll get that set up with Ivy. She's my shipping girl, and she'll be able to ship smalls to you guys. So when we get that set up, we'll let you know. We're just trying to get everything, catch our breath and get the shop figured out, and then we'll start shipping from here. Is that cauldron brass? No, this cauldron is tin and made to look like brass. I would not have painted that much brass. Let's see, how about drop cloth pumpkins? That would be way cute. If you look up Jami Ray Vintage, we did sweater pumpkins.
Oh, I can show them.
Yeah, we actually still have a set in the shop. And we used sweaters from the thrift store and made the cutest little pumpkins. And we've got one set left, and it's here in the shop.
Now, this is an older video, so use caution when watching it. You know, we've gotten better as we've done multiple videos, but so these are just made out of sweaters, like the sleeves of sweaters, and just sewed the bottom up and then tied the top around a stick with some fun trim.
Did you find another drop cloth for you?
And we thrifted the sweaters too. They were just a couple bucks for the sweaters, and we got quite a few of these. This is what's left. We made probably 20 of them.
Lisa has a good question. She says, is the DIY paint always uneven? Here's the thing. Those dressers were painted and waxed and photographed within minutes. DIY paint takes 24 hours to cure, and so the clay can sometimes have highs and lows in the color while that wax is curing. So now they're all mostly one color, although I need to go back because some areas I didn't get wax on. But we were so rushed because we had our live that night. We had to shoot the video. The next day was Sunday. We don't work on Sunday, and we were opening the shop next week. So we just got those things painted and waxed and in the video and photographed for our website. So that's why they look a little splotchy. They just weren't cured up.
New member Judy Leavenworth.
Thank you, Judy. Welcome to the channel membership. We're excited. Just so you guys know, in community, you'll see posts that are public, and then there's channel member posts that if you look, you can see like it's very, very tiny. So you can tell that it's a channel member post, but there isn't like a separate community for channel members. It's all the same. It's just that some posts are hidden unless you're a channel member. Let's see.
So this is the tarnished pearl that I'm painting with. And a lot of times, I heard Jami talking about the creams when I was in the back there, the whites that DIY has. And Debbie was hesitant, and she talked a little bit about it on making another white color. But when you do a white color, you've got creams that are kind of brownish and creams that are kind of yellowish. You've got whites that can lean to the blue side of white or to the gray side, depending on what lighting there is, or even like a warmer, like white swan is a warmer kind of bright white, but it can look a little yellowish in certain lights. So it really just depends on what like the tint tone is, and it makes a big difference on the way your piece looks.
Yeah, and we didn't show them the chairs we're sitting in. We bought those too.
So I went and got, oh, we didn't show them the thrifted chairs.
We'll show you those in a second. Sorry, we bought so much stuff. It's hard to show everything.
So I broke the Joy out again. It's almost the size of the Paint Pixie French Round, but it doesn't have quite as much point. So it'll still do the details really well, just not quite as fast. You got to do a little more jabbing.
A little jabbing situation.
Whereas the Paint Pixie, I lost the words, the French Round, you just brush over it and it gets in all the cracks.
The nice thing about DIY paint is it's really thick, so you get better coverage. Somebody in the group said they used General Finishes today, and it took them, and I'm not bashing them because I don't like bashing paint brands, but they said it took them 5 coats to get full coverage. And I was like, whoa, Nelly. I have like 3 coats max.
I really like General Finishes gel stains.
Yeah, their gel stains are good. If I am spraying, usually 2 coats I get full coverage. Brushing, I get 3. We'll show you these chairs in a minute. We've had a problem with chairs recently. The thrift stores wanted $10 to $15 per chair, and some of them need repair. And I'm not going to spend that because I don't sell them for enough to make enough profit.
Yeah, and not even like a little bit of repair. Like the legs are almost falling off of them a couple of times.
I feel like somebody at the thrift store has been watching my videos, and the things I like to buy are, I'm having to find new things because they're raising the prices on the old things. Oh, did we tell them how much the clock was? The clock was $75.
Yeah, I told them.
I
We
didn't
sell
remember.
it for $2.95 painted.
Or at minimum, it might be more. If I do some sort of specialty finish, it could be up to $400.
Yeah.
Because it is really cool. So these chairs that we're standing, this one right here, this one was $8, and the one Zeb's sitting was $6. And so anytime I can get them for that price, I pick them up, especially if they're sturdy. Because I really want to do a bunch of fun colored chairs on the front. We have this little covered porch area that's kind of raised, and I want to do it on there. So now you're going to see me painting the underside of this. I'm painting white tonight because we have sold so many white smalls this week.
All of the white candlesticks went like crazy.
Yeah, so we've got to find, we didn't actually find candlesticks today. I've got to find some more candlesticks this week and spray them white. I sold probably 10 candlesticks this week that were painted white.
Well, and I could make them, but here's the thing. I'm so busy doing other things, I can hardly keep up with the website orders making candlesticks.
Oh, which reminds me, we can get those Melanie's made.
Yep.
That's
They're on my first thing to do Monday morning and get them out.
Says the clock looks like the one in Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Yep. And I actually did one not that long ago, and my girlfriend snagged it up before I even got it listed. So I'm excited to do another one and get it in the shop. I know it won't last long. Okay, let's see. Oops. $75 for that clock was a steal. Yeah. I agree. I've paid as little as $25, and $75 is about top of the mark for me. Oh, new member, Amanda Wiedner. Welcome, Amanda.
Right.
Let's see. Yes, Caitlin, I take most of my things back and forth to my friends to paint. I just have fallen out of the door of the car. I'm placing an order tonight. Shoebox of Angel says, I'm new here. What does being a member do for a person, and how does one become a member? So Zeb, you want to tell them about that?
All right, so channel membership, when it's $5 a month, $5 US a month. So if you're out of the country, it might vary. But so what you do is you join up and you get some perks. You get extra things. We do 5 videos a week for everybody. Everybody's going to get 5 videos a week. But channel membership is more of a behind the scenes look, how we're running our business, the tools we use, a lot of motivational stuff. We talk a lot more about our struggles and how we overcome them. And we do 2 videos a month on that are extra. And then you also get a chapter from our book. We're writing a book, so you get to read the rough draft before anyone else sees it. We write a chapter a month for you. That kind of coincides with what we're talking about in the videos that month. And then we also do the printable, which I don't currently have that one printed here. I have a couple of older ones. Let me go grab those.
That does digital watercolor.
And the printables are, you get one a month, and they're typically watercolors 8x10, and you can print up to 100 of them out, and we allow you to sell those in your booths or use a bunch of them if you want, or just use them for personal use. Or not. There's some people who just join up because they want to help support us. So
yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So you can join right next to the subscribe button. There's a join button. Or you can check any description box in any of our videos. You check the little down arrow and you'll see the link to join channel membership. So it's really fun. And it's something that YouTube came out with just to offer extras.
yeah, it's only been out since last December or so for everybody, I think.
Squish that in there.
So it hasn't been something that they've done for a long time, but it's been really good, and we've really had a chance to kind of branch out from what our regular channel is and really help a lot of people kind of grow their businesses and learn from our mistakes.
And we try to offer a lot of different things. So if maybe the printable isn't your jam, you just want to read the book chapter, or maybe you just want the extra lines. So for $5, you get all of it, and you can use what you want. And we got another member, Judy Humphrey. Sweet.
Oh, you also get emojis and a little bird next to your name.
Oh yeah, if you see the little birds, those happen too. What color? I'm using DIY White Swan. It's probably my favorite white.
Okay, let me show you guys. This is one coat of White Swan. Ooh, I don't hear. Come on, you're gonna have to hold yours.
Oh, sorry. I got
so
black paint on my shirt.
This is the new color, right here.
Tarnished pearl.
Tarnished pearl, which is more of like a brownish cream. Let me see. The lighting keeps
tough. But no, you can see the difference.
Lighting.
And this is White Swan. And it's looking a little yellow on camera. It's more brown cream. And White Swan is a warm white. So it's not like a blinding white.
Well, I think this will look less yellow because what I was painting was goldish underneath.
Oh, okay.
So once I get the second coat on, you won't notice that.
So that's the difference between White Swan and Tarnished Pearl. And then, oh, I got more white on this black cauldron. I am not winning today.
That's all right. It covers up easy with that little... Oh, I almost dropped this. Let me go grab the printables from a couple months ago so you can see them.
Yeah, we'll show you some printables from a few months ago. They were summertime, so they're kind of summer themed. Heavens to Betsy, look at this. I've got white paint all over this thing. That is what happens. Maybe I think the bottom's dry enough. I could probably move this out of the way. Good gravy. All right. Sherry says, thanks, loving seeing the two whites together. Sweet. And if you come to the shop, if you're local to Lehigh, we have all of our little dressers painted and next to the new colors so people can see them. All right, we're moving that to the floor. All right. Oh, I was going to show them Blue Iris. That is this one right here, right?
So I believe this was July's printable. And it's hard to see. It's glaring.
Another new member, Deanna Gimby. Thank you, Deanna. Welcome to channel membership.
All right.
Make sure you're hitting up the community button.
So I think that was July's. I can't remember already. And then this is a barn. It's hard to see with the glare. And a field of sunflowers. So.
Yeah. So this right here, this is Blue Iris. They wanted to see new colors. So some of the colors they came out with are pretty bright, and I do more of like a farmhouse look, but I love bright handles on rolling pins. It makes them look vintage. So this is Blue Iris.
We didn't really want to see new colors. We did 2 new colors tonight.
Well, yeah, but I was just showing you some different ones. That one's Blue Iris. That one's really fun. That's Dion's colors, obviously, because Blue Iris. It's a cobalt blue. I actually thought about lightening it just a little bit and making it more of like
Monet's
a crock.
Garden or
Salty Kiss?
I think it's Salty Kiss. So this is also a new color, Salty Kiss.
Another one.
And then this is Aviary.
Membership does not work from an iPad, but you can get the links and send it to your iPad. Like if you look up the links on your phone, and you can send them to your iPad and you can watch the videos from there. But for whatever reason, Community doesn't show up on iPads.
So yeah, all these fun new colors. You can see there's quite a bit of difference between the shades there in those 2 greens.
How do you get the bluebird? So the bird that's next to your name when you're a channel member changes. So each month you're a member, it just keeps changing. And so the people that have been members from the beginning have a different color. And every month you'll get a new different color. So that's kind of fun.
Once you hit a year, you get a gold bird.
They said Salty Kiss is pretty too. And they said love the cherry picked. So, all right, do we have anything else that we can paint here? I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it's 9:20. We got like 10 more minutes.
We got 10 minutes. Here, you can paint this tin.
Okay.
I could paint this. I was gonna spray this, but I can paint this. What color do you think we should do? Oh, I have Salty Kiss out. I'm gonna do it in Salty Kiss.
You're gonna do that in Salty Kiss.
Yep, I think it'll look good. Maybe it'll give it kind of a Christmassy vibe, but that green's not really a Christmassy green.
Just Salty Kiss it up. We'll see what's going on.
We'll figure it out here shortly. Oh, I have to go wash my brush. I'll be right back. Excuse me a moment.
These tins, when they're painted up in wet distress, they look a lot like ceiling tins. They sell really well. I can't wait to get the new colors. I love the color Jami picked. Thank you. I'm super excited about aviary. Let's see. I'd like some farm animals IOD molds. That would be awesome. So actually, if you go is it the Fleur-de-Lis up? There's a rooster and a bunny rabbit or a rabbit.
There's a rooster and a bunny in it.
There's a rooster and a bunny in the Fleur-de-Lis mold. So that one's pretty fun. Let's see. The cauldron will be for sale. Yep, we'll sell it at the shop. Let's see. Renee says everything's for sale for the right price. Not everything. I actually had somebody ask me about my Hoosier that's in the shop. If you haven't been to Facebook or Instagram lately, you probably haven't seen all the pictures of the shop, but I have a really cool Hoosier just right over there with lots of fun decor on it, and this lady wanted to buy it, but it looks so good in here and it makes all my smalls look good, and I kind of hoping someday it goes in my house, so it's not for sale. It's one of those things. Let's see. Fashions Toppings says, hi Jami. Hey Fashions Toppings. Thanks for joining us tonight. Let's see. Link for membership. Caitlin, if you're on here, would you put the membership link in comments? And Caitlin said, yes, it is the Fleur-de-Lis IOD mold. So if you go to jamirayvintage.com, you can look up the IOD molds flying the Fleur-de-Lis, and there are farm animals there. How was opening day? Opening day was awesome. It was a Wednesday and it was raining all day, and I thought for sure that would prohibit people from coming, but it was actually our busiest and best sale day of the entire week was Wednesday. Yep. So we had a lot of fun people that came and supported us, and that was awesome.
I changed my mind. I'm going to do cherry picked on this.
Oh no, we're not painting that cherry picked.
Why? What do you want to paint? I wanted to paint something cherry picked.
Okay, go get those elephants in the studio because Desiree wants them painted that color.
So you have a buyer?
Yeah, my niece.
The hear no, speak no, see no evil elephants?
My niece bought them from me before I could. Somebody else wanted to buy them from me, but Caitlin had already sold them to my niece, and I didn't know. So if that person was you, I apologize in advance. But Caitlin had sold them to my niece Desiree, and she'd already paid me. So she's been patiently waiting for me to paint them cherry picked. So if I find another see no, hear no, speak no evil elephants, I'll paint it for you. All right, go get that.
All right, let me show you the elephants.
I'm trying to get rid of these little.
These are cast resin.
And they're chipped, so they definitely need.
They got some chippiness going on, but you can see. So he can't see, he can't hear, and speak no evil.
Yeah, I think they get that.
I like it. I think it's cool. All right.
Welcome,
Rooster's
Carla.
going away.
All right, what seems to be my best seller? White candlesticks this week, man. Do you guys remember those big, tall, birdcage looking things that had lids? I have had those painted in my shop for what? I don't know, 3 months?
Well, since we thrifted them.
Since we thrifted them, and they sold like that this week.
We just moved them out front here.
We had a bread box that we've had in our backspace forever. That sold this week. Just a lot of things we've had, like shifting it around, and there's much better lighting in the front of the store than where I used to sell from. Molly definitely had the advantage there. And I feel like things that people weren't buying, they're like snatching it up like crazy. So those bread boxes, white candlesticks sell really well. Any kind of mirrors sell well. I sell a lot of old windows with hooks on them for coat racks.
With IOD.
We do IOD transfers, and then we paint the back with DIY paint, so those sell really well.
So someone was asking, how do you recoup the cost of an IOD transfer if you're going to resell it? It was in the Jami Ray Vintage group. And we definitely mark the price of the window or whatever we're putting that transfer on up, at least the cost of the transfer, and maybe a couple extra bucks because you got to put it on.
But usually I can get a couple of windows with one transfer.
Yeah.
Somebody asked if the jewelry mirror sold. It did. It sold the very first day. I actually paid $40 for it, which was a little high. Yeah, Amy bought it, and it sold for $80. So it was a good profit margin for just painting the frame of the mirror. It was a beautiful mirror. Normally I make more than double on my stuff, but that I paid a little much for because I was planning on keeping it, but I didn't, and it sold. And I had a bunch of people in line that wanted it, so it was really popular.
Yeah, we had people calling and putting their name on the list.
Where's the video of Caitlin and you painting the back of the window with a transfer? I don't remember. That was a few months ago.
Back
Zeb
in
was.
June.
Where were you?
I was at High Adventure with the Scouts.
Oh yeah, Zeb was at the Scouts.
I went up to Bear Lake.
These elephants remind Royana of the Buddha I painted apothecary that I gave to my girlfriend that people wanted to buy. It was super popular. And that's funny because when I bought these elephants, I was thinking of that Buddha too. So yeah, I love little resin things that you wouldn't normally think about painting. Dogs, Buddhas, elephants. They're just fun to put a fun new color on. Let's see. Welcome, Chris Reynolds, new member.
New channel member, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. We're excited. Let's see. Amber's and Unique Gift says, I sold my window today with 2/3 of a transfer and only paid $1 for the window. Awesome profit.
Nice.
That's great. We just got a stack of windows and I paid $6 a piece for them, and I thought that was a spoken deal, but $1 is awesome.
2 of those windows are in the bathroom in the house that we're remodeling.
If you guys watch the video that
renovation,
we
it's
put,
not a remodel.
Yeah, I feel like it's a renovation and a rebuild, a new build, because we're building the addition.
Yeah, it's people wanted us to see us building a new build. That's coming up. We're almost done. We're almost ready to submit to the city for those plans and get our permits for that. So
yeah, and if you watched that video and you saw the cabinet Zeb did, those were 2 old windows that I paid $6 a piece for, and they made building that cabinet really simple because you didn't have to build doors.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Signing off. Hope you list the cauldron price. The cauldron will sell for between $24 and $26. I think I said that, but I can't remember. Let me grab my water. I'm starting to lose my voice. Did the Yoda dog sell? No, but Yoda's had some interest. So we'll see. My friend Cindy, I don't know if she's on tonight, said that if it's still here when she comes for our grand opening on October 26th.
Oh, is Vintage Sin coming?
Yeah, Cindy's coming. Woot woot. She said she'd buy it. So.
All right, so this lighting makes this look super dark, but it's not that dark.
It is pretty like deep. It's something you have to see in real life.
But it's more purpley than it's showing up.
Oh, this is a good one. Hi, Jamie. How much time do you devote to displaying, and does it boost your sales? Absolutely. Display, boost your sales 1,000,000 times over. Display and merchandising is so important. It's if I've learned anything, which I've learned 1,000,000 things from Debbie Beard, but Debbie Beard is huge on display and shop organization and how it helps you boost your business. And I can tell you that even from the way my shop was displayed before, I worked really hard on my shop displays here, and it has helped tremendously. We have sold what we normally sell in like 2.5 weeks, we sold in 4 days because we have more space and better displays. And people are loving it. They said, they're like, I didn't notice this stuff before, and now they're buying it.
So this is that little dresser cherry picked wax. Now that it's been sitting almost a week, it'll be a week tomorrow. The wax is pretty much cured all the way. It doesn't take too long out here in the West. It's not very humid, but that's kind of what you're gonna get. And this is on wood, just 1 coat pretty much on this raw wood.
Let's see. Oh, welcome Terry Hurling, new member. Woot woot.
Lots of new members tonight.
Yeah, we're excited about that. That's fun. The butter dish alone really is worth $110. I am astonished. I love you guys so much when we do these lives, when you let me know about it, because I would have never known. That is awesome. All right, let's see. It matches my shirt. I had somebody say they liked my shirt. This shirt's from Walmart. I think it was $4.95. Walmart is one for plain t-shirts that I'm gonna just wear and possibly paint in. Walmart's my go-to.
Let's be honest. Shirts usually have they got a fighting chance for 2 to 3 washes, and then after that, Jamie's like, all right, I just got to get work done, and she just paints in whatever she's in.
You are so funny. Yeah. Oh, somebody also asked how long does it take me to stage it? About as long as it takes me to put the item in the shop. So when I bring them in, I might spend an hour-ish, maybe 2 hours a week. But one of the things we did is we wanted to give an extra shift to our employees since we're only open 4 days a week. And one of my employees is scheduled to come in every Tuesday afternoon, and she will come in, and she's really good at staging and merchandising. And
we're
she's
not
gonna
open
help.
Tuesdays.
Yeah, we're closed. She's gonna come in and merchandise for me. So I'll have all the items finished. Like Monday, I'll work hard painting stuff and getting it ready and priced. And she's gonna come merchandise and reset the shop. So that way, every week when people come in, it's different. So it gives me new stuff to photograph, new stuff to video, and gives people an exciting reason to come back into the shop. And I think that's always really important.
Well, we got some of the fun new colors out. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing those on the small items. We'll be probably spraying some furniture. We're set up. We just got to get the time to do it. I don't know if we'll do full videos on it, but we'll at least show you pictures. So watch out on community, or maybe next Saturday we can, well, it's going to be tough because we'll be at the wedding. Maybe we'll do a quick little tour of some of the things. We'll show you.
Well, so they asked about the clock. The clock will probably be hand brushed. The inside will be sprayed, but the outside will be brushed because I'm not replacing that clock face, and it'd be too hard to tape off. I know, I'm sorry.
If I get paint on it, it's easy to do. We have a clock stencil.
I am not gonna let you do it. Okay, let's see. Tell us more about the milk paint you will sell, and will you still sell Sweet Pickins? So I'm going to continue to sell Sweet Pickins online. There's another retailer in town, so I can't bring it into the shop. But Sasha also owns, the gal that owns Sweet Pickins, old-fashioned milk paint. And so I'm going to carry old-fashioned milk paint in the shop. It's the same as Sweet Pickins. Some of the colors are the same, and they're going to have some new colors that'll be different. So online, you'll still be able to get Sweet Pickins, and I will also carry whatever colors are not the same, that don't cross over to Sweet Pickins. I'll carry those online, so that way everybody can get the same colors. And then in the shop, you'll be able to get old-fashioned milk paint. And there's a new line coming out. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it or not, but it is a milk paint that doesn't chip.
Ooh,
so
we're
it's
excited.
Smooth like a milk paint. So it's essentially replacing, we don't have a chalk paint line anymore, and it'll be like a chalk paint, only you just mix water with it. And so it's eco-friendly because there's less packaging, and it doesn't chip, because I know some people just don't want the super chippy, and I'm super excited about that.
Well, the nice thing about it is that milk paint is easy to ship. So, I mean,
Yeah.
if especially even out of the country, if you've been wanting to get your hand on some artisan type boutique paints and you can't, because a lot of countries out there, it's like real popular here in the U.S. and it's just getting started other places.
Let's see.
Oh, we got a new member.
Yep, Shar Hyde, welcome.
Welcome, Shar.
All right.
I don't think we
Okay.
have anything
I
else.
think that's it. Oh, somebody said, are you no longer selling essential stencils? So I've never sold them, but I have promoted them. So if you do need essential stencils, use code JamiRayVintage. That will save you, I think it's 10 or 20% on your stencils.
We'll go 10. We'll say
I
10
think it's
conservatively.
10. And
It'll
then
at least
if it's
save
20,
you
even
something.
better. And then we have our JRV stencils, which is what we sell. We've actually never sold the essentials. We just used them and promoted them.
You know, they're
So-
quite a bit different stencil than what we
Yeah.
sell. Like, they have a lot of different things. So.
Yeah, so I like the two. I feel like they really complement each other. Let's see if we've got any more questions.
There was one question up here, and then I think we'll go.
Okay.
Cindy Grotto, did you already answer that one? Do you recommend having someone in the shop to do decorating when a vendor cannot, and how much would you pay?
So when a vendor, if there's a vendor in your shop renting space, they should be staging it themselves.
Yeah.
I would never pay somebody to do that. Like if they're renting space, that's part of their job, is to keep it well staged. When I rented space here, I did all my own staging. Occasionally when things would sell, the workers that work here that they're paying anyways would go in and reorganize so it looked good until I could get there. But that's it. I did my own staging. That was part of my job.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Oh, Adriana says it's 10%. Sweet. Yeah. And Essential Stencil is great. They're a husband and wife team, and we totally love them. We just haven't been using them because we have our own stencils, but they have an amazing product, so definitely check them out.
Cindy Grotto, when you don't have time, I would just pay an hourly wage if you didn't have time to do
whatever
it.
you would pay somebody. So I pay, I'll just be honest, I pay $11 an hour, which is well above minimum wage here in Utah, and apparently like a pretty good wage for just a standard retail job. And from what my employees have told me, they're like, that's a good wage here. I wanted to give them enough that it made sense for them.
Well,
And
we've
that's
got
what
them
I pay
painting and
them.
things,
Yeah.
too.
That's what I pay them to also stage while they're here. So, okay, I guess that's it. I love you guys. We are excited. Don't forget to get to JamiRayVintage.com for all your painting products. Check out our videos, subscribe, and there's a little button down there and it says share. If you would share and copy the link and share it in Facebook, we would love that.
And hopefully Monday, we get a video on hanging a bathroom door that used to be our pantry door.
Yeah, somebody said, get in that bathroom, shut the door, and go pee. pee and I'm like, there's no door. But it's happening Monday. And Tuesday, don't forget, channel members, 10:30 Mountain Time, we'll have that live video up for you. Bye, guys.
Catch you later, guys. Good night.
Love you.
Oh,
and Martha says,
last
don't
minute
forget-
super chat from